Today's lesson is about exponential functions. For exponential function, this is a general form, a times b to the x power plus c. A greater than 0 and b greater than 1. We call this function also exponential growth. You could see the graph is increasing. When we have f of x equals a times b to the negative x power plus c, this is exponential decay. The graph is decreasing. For exponential growth and exponential decay, the domain is all real numbers. Range is y greater than c. There is a horizontal asymptote line. Y equals c. Let's go to part 1. Find the domain, range, and a horizontal asymptote line for each exponential function. We know for general form of exponential function is y equals a times b to the x power plus c. The horizontal asymptote line is y equals a constant. For number 1, we know the t is all real numbers. Range for 1.31t always greater than 0. Then we multiply by 170 both sides. Symbol stay. This gives you n greater than 0. So n greater than 0. For horizontal asymptote line will be n equals 0. For number 2, domain is given t greater than or equal to 0. For the range, 1.2 to the negative t's power always greater than 0. Then we multiply by negative 40 both sides. Symbol will change because both sides will multiply by negative number. Negative 40 times 1.2 negative t's power less than 0. Then we add 30 both sides. We will get s less than 30. So s less than 30. Horizontal asymptote line, s equals 30. Let me talk about the meaning of asymptote line. Meaning of asymptote line is maximum or minimum possible value. When n greater than 0, 0 is the minimum. Therefore, the horizontal asymptote line means minimum possible value. For second question, s less than 30, which means 30 is a maximum value. So s equals 30 means maximum possible value. For number 3, domain, t is given greater than or equal to 0. For the range, 2 to the negative t's power greater than 0. We multiply by 55 both sides. Symbol stay. Then you add 10 both sides. We will get, this is n greater than 10. So range is n greater than 10. And horizontal asymptote line is n equals 10. This 10 is a minimum value. Therefore, n equals 10 means minimum possible value. For number 4, p of t equals 12 times 0.3 to the 0.498t, where t greater than equal to 0. So t greater than or equal to 0. Range 0.3 to the 0.498t greater than 0. We multiply by 12 for both sides. So we get p greater than 0. P greater than 0. This 0 is a minimum value. the horizontal asymptote line will be p equals 0, which means minimum possible value. Part 2. A population of mosquitoes decreases exponentially. The size of a population P after T days is modeled by P equals 3,300 times 2 to the negative t's power plus k, where t greater than or equal to 0. If the initial population is 3,250, A, find the value of k. In word problem, horizontal asymptote is the maximum or minimum possible value, and a y-intercept is the initial value. So for the A, initial population, which means when t equals 0. In other words, when p equals 0, p equals 3250. We plug this in to this function. We will get 3250 equals 3200 times 2 to the 0 power plus k. Any number to the 0 power equals 1. Therefore, 3250 equals 3200 plus k. Subtract 3200 both sides, k equals 50. So we have the function p equals 3200 times 2 to the negative t's power plus 50. We know this 50 is a horizontal asymptote line. So for the B, the range is P greater than 50. So this 50 is a minimum value. Therefore, K represents the minimum possible value of the population of mosquitoes. Gabriela purchases a new car. The car's value in dollars V is modeled by the function V of t equals 12,870 minus k times 1.1 to the t's power. T is greater than or equal to 0, where t is the number of years since the car was purchased, and k is a constant. A. Write down and simplify an expression for the car's value when Gabriela purchased it. When Gabriela purchased it, which means t equals 0. Therefore, for A, V of 0 equals 12,870 minus k times 1.1 to the 0 power, which means 12,870 minus k. Remember, x to the 0 power equals 1. For B, after 2 years, the car's value is this dollars. Find the value of k. After 2 years, which means t equals 2. For V of 2 equals 12,870 minus k times 1.1 to the second power. It equals $9,143.20. We need to figure out this k. Since this is a linear equation, we can work this out by hand, or you can go to calculator. Let's go to calculator because this is an ugly number. So I want to use the equation solver. Move every number on the right side to the left side. We will get 12870 minus k times 1.1 squared minus 9,143.20 equals 0. Go to y equals 12,870 minus change k into x, 1.1 squared, then minus 9,143.20. Then quit. Go to Math, upper arrow, Solver. Alpha trace, go to Y1, enter. We can predict it's a 500. Then alpha, enter, 3080. That's the value for K. By solver, K equals 3080. For C, write down what the value of 12,870 represents in the context of the question. For this constant, 12,870 is a horizontal asymptote line. We know this is a maximum value because the range is less than 12,870. Therefore, 12,870 means the maximum possible value of this V. V stands for the car's value. So we write down maximum possible value of car's value. Number 3, the temperature P of the pizza in degrees Celsius can be modeled by P of T equals A times 2.06 to the negative t's power plus 19, T greater than or equal to 0, where A is a constant and T is the time in minutes since the pizza was taken out of the oven. When the pizza was taken out of the oven, its temperature was 230 degrees. Find the value of A. When the pizza was taken out of the oven, which means T equals 0, P equals 230. So we plug this into the function. We will get 230 equals A times 2.06 to the 0 power plus 19. Any number to the 0 power equals 1. So we get 230 equals A plus 19. Subtract 19 both sides. We will get 211. So A equals 211. For B, write down what the value of 19 represents in the context of the question. We know P of T equals 211 times 2.06 to the negative t's power plus 19. This 19 is a horizontal asymptote line. And also this 19 is a minimum value because for the range P is greater than 19. Therefore, this 19 means minimum possible value of P is the temperature of the pizza. So, of the temperature of the pizza. For question 4, Sejong placed a baking tin that contained cake mix in a preheated oven to bake a cake. The temperature in the center of the cake mix, T in degrees Celsius, is given by T of T equals 150 minus A times 1.1 to the negative t's power, where T is the time in minutes since the baking tin was placed in the oven. The graph of T is shown in the following diagram. Write down what the value of 150 represents in the context of the question. We know this 150 is a horizontal asymptote line. From the graph, we know this is a maximum value. 150 represents the maximum possible value of the temperature in the center of cake mix. For B, the temperature in the center of the cake mix was 18 degrees when placed in the oven. Find the value of A. When placed in the oven, which means T equals 0, then capital T equals 18 degrees. So we plug into the function here. We will get 18 equals 150 minus A times 1.1 to the 0 power. Any number to the 0 power equals 1. Therefore, 18 equals 150 minus A. So A equals 150 minus 18 equals 132.